Hi, this video is the demonstration of the FUE donor scar, and we harvest the hair graft from here all throughout here. And the great thing about the FUE is it leaves tiny dots of scar. But there's always pro and con for both FUE and FUT, and I perform both the FUE and FUT, and both surgery produce scar. There's no surgery is without scar. So the benefit of the FUE are less invasive because we're not cutting it open. That means less painful, less bleeding, less chance of infection. You heal faster, and definitely, and then the scars are less visible. On the other, those are the benefit of FUE, but the downside of FUE, the cost is more expensive. The number of grafts we can do is less. On average, I do around 2,500 to 3,000 grafts per day. Although there are days I can go 3,500 or more, but it's on average I try to stick with 25 to 3,000. Okay, so the number of grafts we can do is less. When the FUE versus the strip method, you can do like 4,000 to 6,000. So the FUE is more recommended for mild to moderate hair loss, although it can be done for advanced hair loss, but you're going to need multiple surgery. And in terms of hair transplant result with the FUE and FUT, if you follow my work, it's very consistent. You will have fantastic density and an excellent result with the FUE or the FUT. But if you compare my FUE to my FUT, the FUE the FUE result is around 5 to 10% less. It's still good, but it's 5 to 10% less. Again, you can have good result with my FUE or my FUT, but if you compare my FUE to my FUT, it's 5 to 10% less with the FUE as compared to FUT. But if you compare my FUE to any doctor does strip or FUE, my FUE still have better density. So the result is really depend on the the clinic and the surgeon. And on the other hand, the strip method will leave you a permanent leading scar. The strip method is more painful, more chance of infection because we have to cut you open, and the recovery is a little bit slower. But again, it's still not that much longer. It's maybe 2 days on average more. And then of course the linear scar is more visible. You cannot wear your hair short. But the benefit of strip method or the FUT or the FUSS are, number one, is cheaper. Number two, because it's less labor. Number two, the number of grafts we can do is a lot more than the FUE. We can harvest 4,000 to 6,000 grafts per day. That means for advanced hair loss, it's very effective. Thus, people still nowadays use the FUT, FUSS for advanced hair loss, and I still do that too. And then the other benefit of the FUT or FUS is the growth rate is better than the FUE. Again, not much. Both of them have excellent result, and I will produce good result whether FUE or FUT for the audience, for the client. But if you compare my FUT to my FUE, it's 5 to 10% more density. So this is the demonstration of the FUE donor scar scattered through the back like mosaic pattern. I perform both the FUE and FUT, and the hair result and the scar result vary from one individual to another. Thank you.